The last time Vaughan and I were chatting, it was about MP getting herself into trouble with the National Party. Well, this time we haven't got a MP, but we've got a Prime Minister's husband who's in trouble today, Vaughan. And I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that. I mean, you can't sack this guy.
Well, yeah, Max, I've got a bit to say about this one. In our last video chat, we discussed the behaviour of National Party MP Aotearoa, where you and I had opposing views. I said she should go, you said stay. Here we are just 4 days later, and the Prime Minister's soon husband-to-be does a similar thing and embarrasses the Labour Party. This, however, appears to be an act of arrogance to pull strings for a mate. Should there be consequences for Clarke? Will you and I have opposing views this time? First things first, Max, let's not fool ourselves. Every day of the week, people in political circles pull strings for their own benefit. So there's nothing new there in that regard. Two good examples are Green MPs James Shaw and Ricardo Menendez-March, who have both travelled overseas and used their positions to travel without the restrictions put on everybody else. Their behaviour implies that they see themselves above everyone else. So he's not alone in that regard. However, where Clarke is alone is he is the Prime Minister's other half. That makes him a person of special interest in the eyes of the public. Where Clarke is very similar to Nats MP Aotearoa is he's actually a liability in my eyes. There has always been rumours about Clarke, rumours that will not go away. The two biggies are the one about, I can't say the actual word, but it rhymes with the word woke. The other rumour is one I also can't say the actual word, but it rhymes with the word fanny. So personally, I don't give a toss about rumours. Most of us, if we're honest, we've got skeletons in our closets. However, I've got heaps. The difference is I'm a nobody and nobody cares. Whereas Clarke is the Prime Minister's partner and he's public property. Apart from being a really dumb decision, what Clarke did, which is trying to pull strings for a mate, it's probably not a big deal. Honestly, Max, it's a nothing story. But believe you, Max, Clarke will be suffering the consequences at home. Last night would have been colder than Scott Base in that household. And in that regard, I feel bloody sorry for him. All joking aside, Max, this week has been punctuated by people doing dumb things. Nats leader Chris Luxon has had to give Aotearoa her last warning, final warning. Next time she's out. Is Clarke Gayford on his final warning? Probably not, but he's certainly in the dog box for being a dumbass, that's for sure. What do you think, Max?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, a lot of that I do agree with you. He has been a dumbass. And the other thing is, look, he's breached his he's actually taken advantage of the fact he's the Prime Minister's other half. He's really got up because he's got a fishing show. Now he's got a moving a house show. He's public property, dead right. And he's got to watch what he says. What he did this time, I actually don't mind because I quite like the fact we should be getting that antigen testing facilities into our chemists. And look, he was out of line. He tried to use his influence. He is way out of line, and he deserves a slap. And I dare say, mother at home, is it his wife? I'm not sure, one of the two, but same person, will probably be beating him up, and he'll be told off. What I do find about this is the arrogance of, hey, I've done nothing wrong here. There was a confusion. There's no apologies ever from the Prime Minister or her husband. But again, we've got grounds to be PO'd. That's upset. I'm pleased, Vaughan, we're not sacking someone today because I would have been against that. I don't think he deserves sacking. He deserves telling off. And about the rumours, I've heard them too. And it is a concern. Yeah.
Hard out, Max. I think Clarke just needs to stick it to what he's good at. That's catch fish. If you only have one job, Clarke, go catch fish. That's about it, really.
But one thing you and I agree on when we disagree on some stuff, one is that when you're in politics, you're public property and you've got to watch yourself. And if you want to be a dickhead, you wear the consequences, and there should be consequences. He should be told to pull his head off the bloody telly. I think maybe I'm going too hard here. But if he can't control himself and he doesn't tell the truth to pharmacists, pull your head off the telly. It means we can't trust you, man.
Brilliant. Yeah, and Max, it'll be interesting to see what others think about, because we've kind of come up with a similar view on it, a draw, so to speak. But I'd be really interested what others' views are. Has he just overstepped the line and been too arrogant, or is it actually just no big deal? It'll be interesting to see.
Should he be banished from being on the television again? Should those sponsors actually stop him right now and saying what you've seen on TV, on our shows, is actually BS? All right, Vaughan, catch you tomorrow, friend.
Thanks, Max. Look forward to it. Cheers, bro.